Hello there, it's another day to grab another opportunity. And today we're talking about the Mastercard Foundation in partnership with KNUST Ghana. So, if you're interested in attending KNUST and you need a scholarship to fall on, then this is the scholarship you need to be looking at. However, there are several things that makes you a good candidate to receive this particular scholarship. And just like any other scholarship breakdown video, this video will cover the eligibility criteria, the application process, the required documents, and all that you need to know about this particular scholarship. Let's dive in. Let's talk first about the eligibility criteria since that's what comes first as soon as you click on this link. And I know full well that the Mastercard Foundation is not a new foundation to you. Well, if it is, you are free to go onto the internet and check for more information about what Mastercard Foundation does and what it stands for and how unique everything they do is. So let's just dive right into the eligibility criteria without wasting much time. Now, if you are an applicant, and you possess a genuine and valid WASI or the other results listed, or any other equivalent results from an accredited or recognized institution, then you're eligible for this particular scholarship, which means that you need to have your result. If you are a student who is still awaiting your results, you do not qualify for this program whatsoever. And you need to make sure that your results are not more than 5 years old. If you know any students who did a gap year, you can introduce this scholarship to them. The reason why it's important to know these scholarships is that, apart from you wanting to help yourself, you can definitely come across an opportunity to help another person. Well, let's just stay on course and talk more about this scholarship. So, as I stated earlier, you should have your results in your possession, and you should also the results must not be more than 5 years old. So another thing is that you must further meet KNUST's admission requirements because this particular scholarship is for students who are willing to apply to KNUST or have gained admission into KNUST. So that is it. And you must also have a proven record of leadership and community engagement. Now, priority will be given to females, displaced persons, and persons living with disability. It doesn't mean that if you are a male, you cannot apply for this scholarship. Of course, you can apply for this scholarship, but preference will be given to females, displaced persons, and persons living with disability. Now, the applicant must be prepared to go back and give back to his or her community. So, you should be prepared to go back and give back to the community you come from, and you must not be enrolled in any tertiary institution. So this scholarship is not for continuing students. It is not for students who have already gained admission into the university. It's for students who have been at home since 4 years since their results came. So they are more eligible for this particular scholarship. You have no business applying for this scholarship if your results are 5 years old or you are in the tertiary already. You don't have to waste your time and apply. You will be disqualified straight up. Yeah, so let's talk about the scholarship package. The scholarship package includes comprehensive financial support, that's full tuition, fully paid on campus accommodation, learning materials, transportation, and monthly stipend, and also counseling support services. You would also enjoy career development services, including industrial mentorship, career guidance, professional development, enterprise development, among others. And you will also have regular group meetings with other scholars that focus on personal and professional development opportunities and activities tailored to build societal relationships and scholars' capacity. This a mouthful of an opportunity, but hey, you will still have a meaningful relationship with a lot of scholars if you're able to land yourself this particular scholarship. Also, you will gain continued academic support throughout your academic journey, and you will get this academic support through academic mentoring, virtual learning, and tutoring, and opportunities to participate in leadership congresses, community services, and mentoring, which is Go Back, Give Back. That's what Mastercard Foundation stands for. Very unique. And also, you will get uniquely sourced internships with industry for professional development and the prestige of becoming part of the growing family of the Mastercard Foundation Scholars alumni, and networking with the global scholars community is part of the scholarship benefits. So let's just go to how to apply. If you want to apply for this scholarship, you have to download a copy of the 2025-2026 application form, and this is for free. Now, one beautiful thing is that this scholarship has a lot of information you have to provide, but that's not to discourage you. We will go into it before we read all these things. These are very important things, but let's just brush through the document and come back and read what we have. So, of course, if you want to apply for the scholarship, you have to click here and download the link. So just like any other application form, you would have to provide your personal information, family or background information, academic information, and a whole lot, right? But let's just look at the things which are new on this scholarship, or which differ from other scholarship forms we've been digesting here on the G.W.O YouTube channel. So one thing I want you to pay attention to, first of all, is the passport size photograph. Okay, so even before that, you have to make sure that you print this particular form out. You need to print it out. If you're a local student, you are not going to submit this via email, right? So you have no business filling it on your phone, or let me say scanning and all that. No, you would have to print it out and fill the form and send it via a courier, or via an express mail service. We'll talk more about that, but let's just focus on this for now. So you have to make sure that you get a passport sized photo. You need to get a neat headshot, right? And you need to make a professional get that picture for you. Please desist from taking selfies. Those are not professional. Get to the cafe, let them take you a neat photo, and you attach it to the document. Then, of course, after doing that, you check the boxes. There are three boxes. You need to check the boxes if they apply to you or not. Yeah. Now, another thing too is you would have to provide your students information, and I believe this information has I believe these informations are quite easy. There is nothing new here. You have to provide your information. However, if you are an international applicant, you need to indicate whether you have a passport or not. And if yes, you provide your passport number and the date of expiration of your passport. Now, you also have to provide information on your undergraduate admission at KNUST. If you've applied for admission to study at KNUST, then you actually indicate. Now, the thing is, it is actually in your interest to apply for admission at KNUST when the portal is open, as the program can solely consider you for the award only when you have gained admission to study at KNUST. In your interest, fill the application form well ahead of the admission application. So the thing is, if you have not yet applied to KNUST, after filling these forms, when the KNUST application portal is open, you have to rush and apply to KNUST, because it is only when you gain admission into KNUST that you would actually feel the benefits of this particular scholarship. If you go to any other school apart from KNUST, you will automatically not be eligible for the Mastercard Foundation scholarship. So yes, have it in mind that if you have not yet applied to the KNUST school here in Ghana, all you do is that after you finish applying for this, you be on the lookout for the opening of the KNUSD portals. Yeah. So when the KNUSD application portal is open, Ghanaian applicants need to purchase an e-voucher and fill the application for admission online. And they've given the hyperlink there. Okay, it's actually just a link. So it's you just copy it, and then when it's time for applying to KNUST, you do so. And also international applicants are instructed to visit the same address and select the option for international students only. So that's a hint for an international student. Now, in choosing programs of study in your application for admission at KNUST, be guided that the university admission requirements such as program cutoff points and subject combination, beware of that, and download the admission requirements brochure via the link they've provided. Now, if you have applied or intend to apply for admission, you list the choice of your program of study at KNUST in order of preference. So when you are actually applying for KNUST, you'll be allowed to choose a maximum of 4 courses. Right now, these 4 courses indicate the courses you would want to study in KNUST. So before you actually fill out this particular form for the Mastercard Foundation scholarship, you should have in mind the 4 courses you would actually want to study in KNUST. So you do that research, choose the 4 main courses, and then you actually and then you fill the form. So you get, let me give you a more clear example. Say I intend on studying human biology, pharmacy, engineering, and creative arts at KNUST. I intend on doing that. That means I have not applied to KNUST yet because probably the admission portals are closed. What I'm going to do here is I'll still write the choices here, although I have not applied to KNUST. I hope you get it. Yeah, so that's that. And then when you complete the KNUST admission forms, your application ID will be required for processing of your scholarship if you're shortlisted for an interview. So you keep it in handy. So when you qualify to be part of the so when you complete the KNUST admission forms, you'd actually receive a message that indicates your application ID. Please make sure that you keep it in handy because during the interview for this Mastercard Foundation scholarship, you'll be asked of it. So that's just the information there. Now, the Scholars Program also gives you the chance to talk about your educational background, and that's for section B on page 5. So you talk about it, check the boxes if it applies, and all that. Now, for the schools you've attended, you'd have to show whether they were public schools or private schools, the dates you commenced, the dates you completed, and the certificate you obtained, right? That's also another part. And also, you have to write about your parents' information. That means your mother's information, your father's information, whatever that is, you provide it there. And then the section D will give you the chance to talk about your family. So, yeah, that's it. Another thing, too, is your family or householders financial details. You'd have to provide more information about that as well. And then you talk about the income. And also, section E, you talk about your educational expenses. And for section F, your sponsor information and all that. Just make sure that you are completing this whole form. Now, the beautiful thing about this scholarship is you'd have to talk about your house, right? So your house information, you'd have to give it out. Please make sure that any point at every point of this particular application you're telling the truth, because everything would have to be verified. You don't want to lie on this document. Now, section H would also give you the chance to talk about your leadership, community engagement, and vision. You do that. And this now this is something I want you to This is something I want you to understand, that you would have to give directions to your place of residence by drawing. Right, so you'd have to include a diagram with some landmarks giving directions to your current place of residence. So you make a sketch, right, and then you indicate your GPS. Make sure that in your diagram you include landmarks which will give directions to your current place of residence. There's the details or instructions have been given, so you need to follow. Now, another thing too you have to take care of is the declaration. You need to agree that whatever you've provided is legit, right? And all that. These are the things I believe are quite new to you, and I've explained them. So the rest, I'm positive that you can actually take care of it. So let's just dive into this information now. This information here, on page 2, is the information on the website we did not finish reading, right? It's the same thing here. So, but we would verify just so you would know that I've done this thoroughly with you. We would go back and check, but just listen to this. Now, if you do not have any results in hand, you are not eligible to apply. Don't waste your time to apply. You have to attach a copy of your WASI or senior high school certificate slip to the document, and you'd be required to present the original copy of your certificate in person if you are finally selected, right? So you can get a copy. Don't submit the original one. Make a photocopy of the original results and submit it or attach it with the application form, right? Great. Now, your results must not be more than 5 years old at the time of application, meaning for this application cycle, your results must not be earlier than 2020. So, if it may be helpful to attach your high school transcripts or terminal reports covering the last 3 years in school. And also, you must have credits, that's A1 to C6, in the following three core subjects, that's English, Math, and Integrated Science, and three elective subjects in the relevant area of study. And also, advanced or A level applicants must show both copies of ordinary and advanced level results, and there must be 6 credit passes at the O level and 3 A level passes in the relevant subject. So you need to provide 3 reference letters signed and sealed independently by 3 persons of high repute who can speak about you in the following categories of affiliation. So the very first one is your the very first recommendation letter you should get is from your head or assistant head of your high school, and that will fall under the academic reference. And you also need a religious reference by a certified Christian minister or imam, and also community reference by the chief or community leader, and any other relevant classification can also be added. So, in all, you just need 3 persons of high repute to speak about you through the references. Now, you need to provide evidence of the estimated income of your parents, that is, the copies of their payslip, and that's if it's applicable, or estimated monthly income from the job they do, or statement of mobile money transaction. You need this. You also have to attach a copy of your birth certificate and attach any other relevant document that you believe will support your application, and complete all sections that may apply to you. International applicants are, however, expected to have passports ready for onward travel to Ghana should the application be successful. And you have to attach a copy of the biodata page of your valid passport if you have already done it, or you already have one. Now, it may be advisable to start your passport application process now if you do not have one, because whether you like it or not, this scholarship is only for people be in who will be accepted in KNUST. Great. Now, applicants must apply to KNUST separately. for admission, and applicants are to note that the completion of the application form does not constitute an application to KNUST for admission. Now, for local applicants, completed application form should be sent via courier only. That is express mail service or DHL to the following address. Now, when you are done filling the form and getting all the attachments, including your birth cert, your say certificates of honors and all that, your transcript, you need to make sure that you put it in a neat brown envelope and address it to the program manager, Mastercard Foundation Scholars Program at KNUST 1 Africa Hall Road, Impact Building, PMB, KNUST dot Kumasi and what. You need to make sure that you're addressing it to this. Now, when you go to your post office, they run a service called Express Mail Service. Now, Express Mail Service, which is EMS, ensures that your documents get to the person you are addressing it to very fast. Do you get it? So you don't, when you go to the post office, you have to make sure that you tell them that you are a need for express mail service, right? They will give it to you, or DHL, depending on what your post office offers. These are all services, right? Yeah. So for international applicants, you have to scan the completed application form as well as all attachments into a PDF document. Then you send the PDF document via email to recruitment.mcf@knust.edu.gh. If you are not an international applicant, please print the application form out, get all the attachments, put it in an envelope, and do what I previously said you must do. Now, you're advised to be consistent with your official name and its sequence. The sequence and spelling of your names on this scholarship application, the KNUST application, and your result slip should be identical, right? And it may also be helpful if the same identity is established on your national ID card, passport, and birth certificate. So the name on your birth certificate and all the other documents should be the same. That's a very simple message. Don't go mixing up your names. And also, these are the things you should note. You do not qualify to apply if you are either presently enrolled in any tertiary institution or have completed one. If you are found to have provided any false information, you'll be dismissed from the program. Now, applicants are advised to desist from calling the Mastercard Foundation Scholars Program at KNUST Secretariat and program staff to inquire of the status of the application. The Secretariat would inform and contact applicants as and when necessary. And so just don't call. Do not call. Do not. They repeated this message twice, which means that you just don't do that. Don't call anyone to check your status. Don't do that. You will be informed whether you won or didn't. So that is all I believe you should know about this application form. Guys, I'm so grateful that you stayed till the end of this video. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed every bit of it and you got the insight you need to make this opportunity your own. Remember, these opportunities are worth working for. Take some time, plan your day so that you can get more time to apply for more opportunities. All the best. I wish you good luck. See you soon in the next video. Bye.